what I find fascinating is that you have this one location where so many things are happening, and it's documented by a bunch of government people, a bunch of PhD scientists, a bunch of people that have lived there, and not only documented over like a few months, we're talking like decades, you know. And it's kind of a hot spot where you can kind of dig into trying to find why are they all happening at this one location. And what interests me is that I think it gives us a potential pathway to discuss some alternate candidates for where they're from or what they're doing or how it all works. Like, I think most people like to think of UFOs as they're coming from another planet. You know, we found an exoplanet and it's coming there. And how do they travel? Well, they could do it in 30 years if they go fast. Well, the data doesn't seem to suggest that really. It's more what's happening at Skinwalker, where it seems like it's more about frequencies and dimensional, or they materialize. It's almost like they're a displacement craft that displaces our time like a submarine would in the ocean. And that was a lot of what Dr. Hal Puthoff worked on ATIP, was understanding the attributes of the propulsion and the science that they're using. And I think once you think about UFOs using that kind of a technology, then it's kind of like, well, if they do that, if they use that, that means there's things that are adjacent to us that we don't see, we don't understand, but are like right here. And every once in a while, they can kind of cross over. Is it because we're aware of it and can see it and that opens it? Or is it because it's a geomagnetic area where those types of things have an easier time coming through? Or is it everywhere and we just think it's in one location? I don't know. I mean, there's a story that even happened there where they, like, you know, they were there and you're talking about like government grade PhDs where they watch, you know, something in the atmosphere open up and something come through, not sure what it is. And it was a huge event. So they run down to grab the cameras and see what was on the cameras. They open up these locked boxes and then like all the electronics are missing in the cameras. And they're like, wait, what? Like these were locked up and who took, it's like a game. And so it gets really interesting where, is it a game? I don't know, but it might be a consciousness thing. And so I get passionate about a place like that because it gives you the ability to really jump into some wild stuff. I mean, one of the scientists there was walking through a field and they basically saw, you know, they walked past like a cow or something, and then they turn around and it was gone. And then like 10 minutes later, they're like, where is it? And they turn back around and there it is on the ground, just out of nowhere with like two broken legs. So they run in to grab.
Mutilated or alive?
It was alive, you know, and then they run back into the house to go grab a gun or something to take care of it. And when they come out, now it has 4 broken legs, you know, or something. It's like creepy and like causing alarm because number one, it makes no sense. Number two, it's like it's happening so quick that they can't even and I got family showing up from the beach. You know, you see people behind me. But you mentioned the beach. They all went to the beach earlier. But what it seems to be is that it's you know, an issue with time and an issue with moving it like from here to here where we can't see it and back, and then people will see craft, and then, well, I don't know. It's just wild, and it's so fascinating. And I always tell people in Hollywood, because, you know, To the Stars is getting into making like movies and TV series and documentaries and stuff, and I just go, you don't need to sensationalize this stuff. You don't need to come up with like science fiction type you know, ideas to make it intriguing. I mean, it's wild the way it is. You don't have to do much to it.